And now to South Abilene, a porcupine was spotted up a tree at the HEB. I'm telling the truth, on South 14th Street. Not stuck, he just didn't want to come down.
KTAB's Noah McKinney, he was there as a local wildlife relocation specialist tried to remove the prickly parking lot patron. Noah bringing us their attempted rescue in tonight's top story.
So we actually got called from the dental office here that there's a porcupine been stuck in the tree in the HEB parking lot for 3 days.
Whether chased into the lot by a dog or in search of a good snack, this porcupine has found itself perched at the center of a pretty public display.
There was a porcupine stuck up in the tree.
Shoppers enjoying an unusually interesting trip to the grocery store. And before you start to worry, the professionals at Big Country Wildlife Rehab have assured us that the porcupine is in no danger.
The leaves that he eats actually provide him with water, so he's not dehydrated.
Rehab Board Secretary Sam Townsend watching as her veterinarian coworker came eye to eye with their unlikely friend.
She could evaluate that he is healthy. He's had plenty of food, water.
News the nearby birds aren't nearly as happy to hear.
The birds were getting very aggressive. We think it might be because he's up there and they have their nests up there.
But even with riled up roommates, this rodent doesn't seem to want to leave.
She actually had him in her grip, but since we have to wear really thick gloves, it's hard to get a really tight grip, and he slipped out of her grip.
With the porcupine ascending to heights beyond their reach, Wildlife Rehab will be back another day to check in. But it may just come down on its own.
The only concern is if he's out here motoring around in the parking lot and there's traffic,
Will it decide to move on? We can't say for sure, but where there's a quill, there's a way. For BigCountryHomepage.com, I'm Noah McKinney.
Thank you, Noah. The vet, Dr. Hill, says the animal does not appear to be carrying rabies. And information which may be new to some of you, porcupines cannot shoot their quills. You'd have to touch it to get pricked, but that still hurts. And so the recommendation is if you see one wandering around the parking lot anytime soon, notify the nearby security and they'll go through proper channels to make sure it gets home very safely.
Big teeth.
It's a rodent.
Yes, it looked ferocious. Jody, we keep referring to him or he or it. Should we name it or he?
How do you tell the difference between a girl and a boy porcupine? I would just ask it.
Very carefully.
Very carefully.